If there's ever a year that the whole world has needed a break, then it's the year 2020. Albeit the COVID-19, all the madness and the craziness that came with the year, music and especially the art industry never got a break. Even though there was COVID, music was peaking, was coming, was peaking. So our ladies too were not resting, which is why the female show, we were devoted at celebrating women who kept pushing and pushing in spite of COVID-19. You're welcome to the female show. I am Tilly Ekienipa, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10 Ghanaian female artists the year under review 2020. Before I pick my phone and check the list proper and give you the works the ladies have done, let me just remind you of something that happened amongst our women in the Ghanaian music industry. That was the beef, the very famous beef. I mean, the female show, we don't promote such kerfuffles, but come on, it was one thing that, in fact, it brought life to the female space, especially for the rappers. And after that, some of them gathered momentum and have made them whom they are today, for even some of them to make my list. So let's just talk about the Afia, Sista Afia, Eno Barony, and Frida Rhymes beef. I mean, that was crazy, man, but it was good beef, and for me, it's okay. Yes, so before we go to the countdown proper or the top 10 proper, let's just remind ourselves of some of the interesting things that happened. So let's call this one the unofficial female bus. Also, let's talk about it. Do you remember very well that there was a beef, a very crazy beef that was started by a high life artist, Sista Afia? I mean, come on, if you want to beef somebody, we were thinking some high life song to come and beef, but she diverted straight into rap and she dropped WMT. Let's check it out. Zoom, Lion Girls. At WMT, obviously, Frida Rhymes replied, Eno replied, Sista Afia again, back and forth. Let's check out some of the songs that came. You know, today we don't have a lot of time. Let's check some of the songs out and then we move to the main issue of the day.
Frida do this, Achina do that, get off my day. You never make that one. How you feel make sense?
Well, after the beef, obviously some of them were able to gather their momentum, stand in the industry, drop hits upon hits, drop albums, and get even some cool deals. Well, Eno Barony even won an award as the best female rap act at Afrima Awards, the whole of Africa. It's a big deal, guys. It's a big deal. Yeah, so let's just move straight to the reason for the day, which is the top 10 female artists in Ghana the year under review 2020. Okay, so since it's a chart, let me take it from down to the top. Number 10, we have Frida Rhymes. If you remember very well, Frida Rhymes was part of the beef that they had. She dropped KMT, that is Comot, Public Opinion, Point of Correction, Saucy. That was her hit song for the year that features Sista Afia. She also had Pay by D Black, the video dropped, and some other, you know, small things that she was doing. But I think the year under review, we can add her to our top 10. So Jackie's style is very different and she makes the number 9 on our list. Jackie had her Forever, So Me Move featuring Bisakade. She had her own concert, Level Up. She also dropped her EP, that's The Seed, and it did marvelously well, which is why Jackie is number 9 on our list. Afia Nocturnal, obviously we can't do a list like this without adding her. She makes the list number 8, and Afia has done a lot of things. She even just had her concert that featured Oneplay on there. Afia also has songs with Mugis like Priceless, and she had the song with Tiwa Savage called Are You Not The One? Are you not the one? Black Avenue Music signee Sefa also makes the list number 7. She's also done well. She has a song with Dope Nation that was even last year. This year she had a song with Medical and then had a song Sista Afia, the player by herself and Wendy Shay. Sefa has also dropped her album, which is the Growth album. It has a lot of features, good features, and she has done well, which is why she's representing number 7 on my list. Because I Amaaree, in as much as most people, we don't hear her songs on the Ghanaian, radio stations, Amaaree has carved a very interesting niche for herself and she has stuck to it. Her streams are incredible, high international recognitions off the charts. She has songs like Fancy, Love Shape, and there's even an album out from Amaaree that is The Angel You Don't Know. She's doing marvelously well, and I think making my number 6 is appropriate. Every day I do my dancing. Wendy Shay. Rough Town Records signing Ghana Wake Up, the queen of Ghana music herself, makes my list number 5 this year. She hasn't had a lot of hits, even though she had a hit song with Shatawale. She's also done some very cool features with Bosom P. Young and other very, very interesting artists. This year has been good for her, but we are waiting to see if she will have a big concert towards the end of the year. Dina Tembe, number 4 on the list, and of course she has the Araba album that's out. And Dina Tembe has done a lot this year. In fact, she's been one of the busiest people, being a judge on shows, jumping on features, being featured, bringing the album. Dina Tembe is number 4 on the female top 10 list. Can you tell me? After she went into depression, MzVee is back fit as a fiddle, doing a lot of things, dropping albums like the Invincible albums that has crazy features like the Sarkodie and all the good names that you would want to hear their songs. She has done very well. She dropped her song called Sheriff. In fact, she reintroduced herself with Sheriff. There's a Sheriff in town, Sheriff in town. MzVee has a song called Baby, Who Do You Know, and Hallelujah, which I think is one of the banging songs from her album. I sing hallelujah. Eno Barony makes number 2 on the list. Eno Barony was part of the women who were awoken by the beef. When she stood up, she is now roaring everywhere, saying she's the king of all the kings. Eno Barony has done very well. She's dropped her ladies' first album. She's had some hit songs, Cheat with Kelvin Boy. In fact, the diss songs, Eno Barony made a hit out of the diss songs. She also had forced them to play Nancy's. Eno Barony has also won some very, very incredible awards, which is why Eno Barony is number 2 on my list. And number one, Sista Afia. Sista Afia, pull up in the benzo, my Jimmy Benzo, yo. Sista Afia has been an incredible artist this year, dropping hit to hit to hit, and I think the one I like so much, with the hustle for the paper with Victor AD. She's also featured on very interesting songs with Sarkodie and performed other concerts, done a whole lot of things. Sista Afia has done incredibly well. Her songs were banging from radio to the streets and TV, wherever, and even on social media, which is why, Sista Afia, you have been crowned the women, the queen of the female top 10. So this is all I have for you. I know that you don't agree with the arrangement and some people that you want on the list, which is why you also have the opportunity. Send me your message on 0200 355 199. Let me know. Create your chart. Add back in, like I added back in that, oh, this one did this one did this. Let me know. You can also arrange, or if you're watching on YouTube, obviously the comment section, write a whole essay. We'll read it on the show next time. Thank you for sticking and staying. 2020 was a good year, and I'm glad you were with the female show, the female prophet. I'm so proud of you guys for joining me, and thank you very much. But as I said, if there's anything you want to do in the coming year, please, ladies, do it now.
Oneplay. Add class to your music.